Yeah.
He heaves it up down the middle, and it's caught! Touchdown, Donovan Hitchie! Hitchie's gonna take it up the gut, he's in! He's in! Game over! Dysart wins it in a walk-off! Good evening, everyone, and welcome onto the campus of Dysart High School here in El Mirage, Arizona. Derek Diesner and Zion Green here with you for tonight's game between your Dysart Demons and the Yuma High Criminals. Yuma comes in with a mark at 1-4 overall, 1-0 in conference play. Dysart 3-2 overall, 1-0 in conference play, and Dysart is riding a 3-game winning streak coming into tonight's contest. Yuma will kick off to Dysart. Dysart in their home black tops and black bottoms. Yuma in their road whites here this evening, and we are underway here at Dysart High School. It'll be returned from about the 22-yard line, still on his feet, across the 50, to the 40, to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Demons! Avion Bailey with the fireworks to get us started just 13 seconds into this game, and Dysart off to the early 6-0 lead. What a start for the Dysart Demons. Avion Bailey getting some love on the sideline after that return. Luis Lopez will head out onto the field to attempt the PAT. The lefty is ready. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it is good. Dysart 7, Yuma nothing. Zion, what a start to this game.
An absolutely amazing start to this game. First play of the game is a touchdown.
And we forgot to mention, it's homecoming this weekend. So what a way to start the homecoming game. Then getting out there, getting a kick return for a touchdown to open the game. Get the extra point. You lead 7-0 just 13 seconds into this contest. Incredible. The Demons now will get set on special teams to send it deep to Yuma. You know, you look across that sideline at the Yuma criminal bench, and definitely a positive for Dysart, an advantage, I should say, is Dysart's got a lot of bodies on their sideline. Yuma does not really have the numbers this year. So if Dysart can continue to run the ball and pound that rock this evening, really wear out the Yuma defense, they're going to have some problems because Yuma's guys, they're not deep. So you're going to wind them early. They're not going to be able to do much. Luis Lopez has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And he'll send it on the ground, and it will be downed at the 46-yard line. There is a penalty on the field. Was recovered by number 9 for Yuma. And we do not have a number 9 on our roster. So whoever you are, nice play. Unfortunately, there was a penalty going against the Dysart Demons, so we'll do it over again and move it back 5 yards. So Lopez now has it teed up at the 35. This time Lopez will send it deep. It'll be returned from the 18-yard line and knocked down at the 35. A good open field tackle by number 75, Mikael Diolivo. 11:41 to go in this first quarter of play. Dysart leading Yuma 7-0. And we'll get our first look at the Yuma Criminal offense. Now, trying to do research on this Yuma Criminal team, really couldn't do much. They've got a really small roster and no stats to speak of. So all I can tell you is their record, and hopefully I'll get their roster correct. Opening give to the tailback. He'll trudge forward for about a yard. Again, Yuma comes into tonight 1-4 on the year, 1-0 in section play. They lost at River Valley to open the season, 41-14. They lost in their home opener against Parker, 50-6. They dropped a close one at Tempe, 21-20. They lost at Push Ridge Christian, 51-0, and they won last week against their crosstown rival Kofa by a final of 30-7 for their first win of the year. On 2nd and 9 from the 37, they'll go right back to their tailback, and a good pickup on the gain. On the run was number 8. And again, don't have a number 8 on our roster, so we'll have to double check names and numbers during a break. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 46 for the Criminals. 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. 7-0, Dysart leads it. Out of the gun, receiver to each side. They'll give it back to the tailback and tackled for a loss back near the 41-yard line. A great job by the Dysart line to just break through and get right to the tailback. A timeout was called by Dysart. 9:57 to go in this first quarter of play. 7-0. Demons lead it. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
Our sports academy classes are designed so that student athletes can participate in their sport during the day. What that allows us to do is allows us to develop them in here year round. We're not trying to build bodybuilders, we're not trying to build weightlifters, we're not trying to build powerlifters, we're trying to build athletes. And so it's not about killing them every single time, it's about building them up throughout long periods of time so we can focus on long-term athletic development. Discipline, effort, and consistency win regardless of what it is.
Welcome back to Dysart High School. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. 9:52 to go in this first quarter of play. 7-0, Dysart leads it. It will be 2nd down and 9 from the 43. They'll work out of the gun. Receiver to each side. Feeling the rush, steps in the pocket, looks downfield, throws it up, and it is almost intercepted. Nick Amador on the throw. He was on the run there, just tried to flick it up to his receiver, left it a little short, and the Dysart DB almost came away with a nice interception. 3rd and 8 now from the 47-yard line. Amador to work out of the gun. Receiver split out to each side. He's flanked by his tailback. Actually, his tailback will line up out of the eye. Amador calls for it, runs into his running back, now just heaves it up there. A jump ball, and it's caught. Reception by David Argomenes. He made the grab right in front of the defensive back, Connor Stogner. So Yuma now with some momentum as they'll have a 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line deep in Dysart Demon territory. About 9 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. On 1st and 10. Amador goes with that hard count. Almost got him to jump. Gives it to the tailback, Argomenes. And he gobbled up. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Yuma Criminals. I have to say, Yuma has one of the most unique names, and if you've ever been down to Yuma, it's always a sight to see taking in one of their football games as they come running out of the field from behind what looks like to be a prison cell. But always a good battle between all of the Yuma schools, whether it's Yuma Catholic or Kofa, Gila Ridge, or just Yuma High School. Always a battle between all 4 of them. False start called against the Criminals. Bring up 2nd down and long. It'll be 2nd and 15 from the 30. Amador flips it back to his tailback, and the play is whistled dead. Got a flag on the far sideline. And they're going to call encroachment on the defense. So at 5 yards that just got pinned on Yuma, it's now moot point as we're back to where we started. Under 7.5 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Dysart with the early lead. But their defense trying to come up with the stop here. Again, that hard count really confusing the Dysart defense. And they'll run the ball again. And a gang tackle around the 20-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 5, but a penalty on the field. Some sloppy play on this drive by both teams. We've seen a lot of dirty laundry on the field. Penalty against Yuma. It'll be 3rd down. And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, it looks like. His ball's back on the 34-yard line. They've got to get all the way to about the 15 for a 1st down. So that's 2nd down and 20. A late substitution for Dysart. Amador on the gun. He's got a back lined up in the eye. Amador rolls to the far side of the field, feels the rush, heaves it up there. He's got a man in single coverage. Did he come down with it? He did. Touchdown Criminals. David Argomenes with the touchdown reception from Nick Amador. And just like that, Yuma is 1 point away from a tie game. That is the go-to connection for the Yuma Criminals. Amador to Argomenes. They're going to have to shut that down. Otherwise, it could be a long night for this Dysart secondary. And Criminals will line up to go for 2. Amador on the gun. He's got a man on each side of him. One receiver up top. One to the near side. Now they're going to send a man in motion. And it is dropped. 2-point conversion, no good. 6:46 to go in this first quarter of play. 7-6. Dysart leads Yuma. We'll take a break and be back right after this. Welcome back to Dysart High School. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. 7-6. Demons lead by 1. 6:41 to go in this first quarter of play. I'll field it off a few hops. Inside the 40, across the 50, still on his feet. In Yuma territory at the 40. Zigging and zagging. And he is tackled at the 35-yard line. What a return for Dysart. Donovan Hinchy coming up big with the return. And that'll be great starting field position for the Dysart Demons. So it'll be first down and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Isaiah Roman to work out of the gun. 4 receivers up top for Dysart. They'll send Hinchy in motion. A little flip to Hinchy, and we've got a flag on the play. They'll whistle it dead.
Looks like a false start on the 5 yards. It'll be first and 15 from the 41.
It'll be a false start against the Dysart Demons. First and 15, ball spotted at the 41-yard line. Isaiah Roman again out of the gun. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. Make it 2 as Hinchy's going to get lined up next to Bailey. Now they're going to send Hinchy in motion. They'll flip it to him on the end around. He's on his feet, made a cut in. Another flag on the field as Hinchy's tackled at the 30-yard line. There's a lot of dirty laundry that we've seen on the field early in this contest. A hold against the Dysart Demons. And you could take that play off the board. So the Demons moving backwards yet again. It'll be first down from the 45. It's about first and 18. Maybe 19. We'll see how they spot it. On first and long. Send a man in motion. They'll give it to Javon Christmas. Christmas on the far side. Sheds a defender. Pushes another. And he is pushed out of bounds at the 23-yard line. That's good for a Dysart Demon first down. Javon Christmas picking up right where he left off. He has been busy for the Dysart Demons. And you give that man some running room, he's going to make you pay. First and 10 for the Demons. 6:08 to go in this first quarter. First and 10 from the 24. Roman will operate out of the gun. And now we've got a timeout called by Dysart. Their first. 6:08 to go in this first quarter. 7-6 Dysart leads Yuma. We'll be back right after this.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
6:08 to go in this first quarter of play. It'll be first down and 10 from the 24 for the Dysart Demons coming out of this timeout. Demons lead by 1, looking to tack on some more as we get a good shot of the Dysart Demon sideline. A couple of sophomores called up to the varsity roster for this game. We'll see if any of them get in here this evening, but very crowded sideline for the Demons. And the play is whistled dead just as the ball is snapped to quarterback Isaiah Roman. Sloppy play by these two squads to begin the game. False start against the Demons. That'll move them back 5. First and 15 now, ball at the 29-yard line. A nice homecoming crowd here at Dysart High School. And all the cheerleaders with their pink palms and pink bows in their hair. Roman, feeling the pressure, steps into the pocket, and he's taken down at the 30-yard line. So he lost about a yard, bringing up 2nd and 16 from the 30. Roman getting the offense set. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. He's got Javon Christmas with him in the backfield. Out of the gun, gives it to Christmas. Christmas, couple of cuts up the middle, saw some running room, and tackled around the 10-yard line for a Dysart Demon first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 12-yard line, it looks like. So technically Dysart can still get one more first down before getting a touchdown. Under 5 to play in this first quarter. On 1st and 10. They'll give it right back to the tailback, and a flag is thrown at the end of the play. Christmas taken down around the 5. It's going to be legal hands by Dysart. Another costly penalty for the Demons. That'll move them back to the 17-yard line. First down and 15. Couple of personnel changes for the Demons. Clock's running under 4.5 to play in this first quarter. 3 receivers to the near side. 1 up top. They're going to bunch the receivers up now. Get them all set in a bunch formation. Roman calls for it. Roman going to tuck it and keep it himself. He just tries to lower his shoulder and picks up a couple. No running room there for the Demon QB.
Second down and taking up ball.
2nd and 13, and the hard count. Got some guys to come across, but the flag comes flying in. See what the call is. It is encroachment on the defense. So a good job by Isaiah Roman going with that hard count, really throwing off their D-line. We see it on the other side of the ball too when Yuma has it off on offense. They're trying everything to get Dysart to jump.
3:32 left in the first quarter. Dice are still up 7-6. Threatening.
On 2nd down and 8. Roman will come under center. A receiver to each side. Roman gives it to Javon Christmas, and Christmas stopped in the backfield. Couple of criminals there in on the stop. So 3rd and 11 for the Demons. Under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Dysart leads by 1. Big play here for the Demons. On 3rd and 11. Roman. Little misdirection, gives it to his tailback, who is taken down around the 2-yard line. C.J. Ortega on the carry. The senior did a great job cutting down the middle of the field, really slashing by the Yuma defenders and getting it right on the cusp of the goal line. But a big play now upcoming. So Yuma used a timeout. This, I believe, is their second timeout. The scoreboard hasn't updated the timeouts, though, this quarter. But a big play for the offense coming out of this timeout, because in order to get a first down, you need a couple of yards, it looks like. But you're also a couple yards away from getting a touchdown. So it'll be interesting to see what head coach John Ganados draws up here. You want to at least get that first down. That goes without saying. But if you can score here, even better. It'll be 4th and 1, ball at the 3-yard line. We'll see if Dysart elects to go with the keeper. Coming out of the huddle, Isaiah Roman letting Javon Christmas know where he wants him. Roman's going to work out of the gun. On 4th and 1. Yuma looks to be bringing the blitz. Roman fakes the give. He goes right up the middle, and he is in for 6. He confused the entire Yuma defense. They saw Christmas in the backfield with him, assumed he was getting the ball. A great fake by Isaiah Roman, and he tucked that and walked right up the middle for 6. Dysart extends their lead now to 7 at 13-6, and Luis Ortiz will head on to attempt the PAT for the Demons. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it is good. 14-6, Dysart lead Yuma. 2:13 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this. .213 to go in this first quarter of play. Dysart leading Yuma 14-6. Zion Green, Derek Diesner back with you. And Zion, a great start for the Demons here this evening on homecoming night.
Yeah, an absolute amazing start. Up by 1 touchdown. First play of the game, immediately got to the end zone.
A good return here from Yuma as they look to try to respond, and taken out of bounds at the 45-yard line was Marquise Dixon on the return. We've seen that in the past few weeks. The Dysart special teams have struggled a little to make those open field tackles, and we saw that there, but a good recovery, and they were able to get Dixon down at the 45, but Yuma's going to start with the ball now in Dysart territory, so a short field for the Criminals. Amador will work out of the gun. Receiver up top and to the near side. Dysart just able to get their 12th man off the field. They're going to go their tailback, who just powers his way for the first down, but the ball came loose. Who wound up with it? It's Dysart ball. Always fun to see who comes away with it. And holding the ball up high is Noah Ramirez, the senior, coming up with the loose ball. And just like that, the Dysart offense will walk back out onto the field. What a play by Noah Ramirez. That is the second fumble recovery on the season by Noah Ramirez. The senior has been one to be reckoned with on that Dysart defense. He is all over the field, and a great job there. get this ball back into the hands of the lethal Demon offense. Isaiah Roman out of the gun. They're going to sling it out. Avion Bailey, wide open field. He's got blocker in front of him, and he'll be thrown out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Bailey didn't care for that. No flag on the field. But Dysart's offense ready to run. Got to get the chain set. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 48. Now the offense went over to talk to head coach John Ganados while they were waiting on the chain gang to get set. Now Yuma will make a few substitutions. And the Criminals will get up on the ball. Roman to work out of the gun. Avion Bailey, Donovan Hinchy to the near side. They got a wide receiver up top. Bailey going to go in motion. He gets the ball on the end around. Bailey trying to find some room around that corner. Unable to find any and tackled at the 49-yard line. 100 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Ball right at the 49. It'll be 2nd down and 13. The officiating crew was trying to get the clock to start running. It stopped a few times on this drive. Roman out of the gun. 3 receivers to the near side. Roman going to roll this way. He's got a man. Pass is caught. And out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Isaiah Halliburton on the reception. The senior making his first grab of the year. This may be the first time I've seen Isaiah Halliburton on the field for Dysart. 3rd down and about 5 for the Demons. Roman out of the gun. 1 receiver to the near side, 2 up top. Roman dropped it on the fake give, and he was able to fall on it. But they'll lose a few yards, and now that'll bring up 4th down and 9 from the 48-yard line. And here comes Luis Lopez to punt this ball away. You almost wonder, had he been able to pick up a few yards or even just go down right at the line of scrimmage, is it a different decision here? Would Dysart potentially go for it on 4th down? But with it being 4th and 10, they're going to punt this one away. Lopez calls for it, and it's a fake punt. Lopez trying to get around the corner, and he is tackled at the 42-yard line, so the Yuma Criminals will have great starting field position with 25 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Head coach John Ganados trying to catch Yuma off guard. Luis Lopez was the second ball carrier on that drive for the Demons that just could not get around that corner and find a burst of speed. Yuma defense is catching up with the ball carriers for Dysart. 1st and 10 from the 42. Again, Dysart late to have somebody on this field. I'll tell you, this team probably going to run at their next practice. They are having a lot of mental mistakes here this evening. A lot of penalties early in this first quarter. Now you're having substitution problems and too many men on the field. You can't be having these types of problems in your 6th game of the season. The refs are going to pick up the flag, but we saw the one player come sprinting off the field. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 42. Nick Amador out of the gun. Amador going to give it to his tailback, who works the far side of the field, dragged down at the 37-yard line,
37.
and it looks like he's in some pain.
Official timeout. 13.5 seconds.
He is down on the field at about the 37-yard line, being attended to by the Yuma training staff. We'll step aside. 13 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. 14-6. Dysart leads Yuma. We'll be back after this.
Did you know Dysart Schools offers free full-day kindergarten for our community? We deliver high-quality education aligned with Arizona academic standards. Students learn foundational skills through hands-on, real-life experiences. We even have special area classes where our kiddos get to experience art, music, and physical education. Enroll today and come experience all Dysart has to offer.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
The young man for Yuma was able to get up and walk off of the field. And the Criminals will just allow this clock to run out. And we will head to the second quarter. After one quarter of play, it's Dysart 14, Yuma 6. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Here at Bailey Orthodontics, we offer a variety of treatment that is tailored and suited to you. So everything from clear brackets to metal brackets, gold brackets to Invisalign. What our patients love about coming to Bailey Orthodontics is just the genuineness that you get when you get here, and that truly everyone here cares for you.
We love to be on the cusp of technology. We like to offer the services that help our patients achieve the smile that they want in a faster time. One thing that's important in orthodontics, I feel, is to be a board-certified orthodontist. To keep up to date, to provide my patients with the technology, the information, and anything that can help them achieve the smile that they want.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. Visit Mountain Mike's Pizza and Surprise or online at mountainmikespizza.com. You can also call them at 623-235-8100. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you here at Dysart High School as we get set to start this second quarter of play on homecoming night here at Dysart. 14-6, Demons lead the Criminals, but the Criminals have the ball and are driving. Quarterback Nick Amador out of the gun, receivers split out to each side. Amador back there, and the play I should say has been whistled dead. We're going to have a pre-snap penalty going against the Criminals, and it'll back them up 5 on the false start. So it'll be second down, and it looks like 10 from about the 42-yard line. Ball will be lined up on the hash mark on the near side. Same formation, Amador out of the gun. Dysart looking like they're bringing the blitz, and they are. They get Amador out of the pocket. Amador's got some running room, and he'll slide down around the 35-yard line to set up a second and short. The Dysart defense brought the house, but Amador was able to get around that corner quickly, and with a heads-up play, sliding down at the 35-yard line. It'll be third down and 3 from the 35. Just 40 seconds into this second quarter of play. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have some have some homecoming activities, I'm sure, to share with you. On 3rd and 3, Amador out of the gun. Gives it to his tailback. Gets around the corner and some. Still on his feet. Pushed out of bounds just shy of the 25-yard line. That's good for a criminal first down. Zion, the Dysart defense, getting beat right now on the edge. They're trying to stay home, but right now we're just seeing that speed and athleticism by Yuma.
Nah, by the way it looks right now, Dysart's definitely going to win this game. They look way more prepared, just way more trained, and just way better in general.
Amador out of the gun. Going to give it back to his tailback. This time he'll try the other side of the field. Splits 2 defenders, still on his feet and dragged down inside the 20, right at that first down marker. Looks like they'll spot him just short. And it'll be 3rd and 1. 10.5 minutes to go. Check it, 2nd down and 1. Ball will be spotted at the 19. First down markers at the 18. And we've got a timeout called by Dysart. That is their, I believe it's their second. They're showing that's their first timeout. We'll take one with them. 10:14 to go until halftime. 14-6. Dysart leads Yuma. We'll be back after this. .14 to go in this second quarter of play. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. Dysart Demons lead by 8. And a big 2nd and 1 coming out of this timeout for the Criminals. Dysart D going to load up the line. Amador out of the gun. Send a man in motion. Amador, drop it back, slings it to the near side. Pass is caught, still on his feet inside the 10, and take it down around the 8. That was Andrew Mosqueda on the reception. The senior went right up the seam and picked up some great yak on that one. Referees are huddled around the 15-yard line trying to figure out where to spot this ball, I believe. Oh, there was a flag. They are going to pick it up. So it will be, again, waiting on the chain gang to get set up. Looks like it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Under 10 minutes to go until halftime. Yuma's going to work out of the gun. Gives it to their tailback, working that far side of the field. Bounces off one defender. Gets around the corner, and he is in for 6. 14-12. Dysart leads the Criminals by 2, pending this PAT with 9:39 to go in this first half of play. The Criminals will opt to go for 2. Amador out of the gun. Receiver split out to each side. Got a tailback with him in the backfield. Amador calls for it. Lobs it right up over the top. Oh, looks and they got it. Threw off the defense, and they got the 2-point conversion to even the score at 14-all. 9:39 to go in the second quarter of play. We'll take a break and be back right after this. Coming back just a few seconds late, but the kick went out of bounds, so we'll redo it as the penalty flag was flown. So that'll help the Dysart Demons, because this should help with their starting field position. And to this point in the game, Dysart has really excelled on special teams against this Yuma Criminal squad. So now the top line will be standing right at that 50-yard line to return this kick. Check it. They'll be standing in their own territory as they're now going to be lined up at the 45-yard line. This ball will be kicked off at the 35. Going towards that far sideline again, and this goes directly out of bounds. Another flag is flown. We'll do it again and move up another 5. Dysart's got, is that Javon Christmas and Avion Bailey, I believe, standing at their own 25-yard line. They now move up to the 30. This ball now is going to be spotted at the 30-yard line. And that's where Yuma will kick from. The tale of this first half, or I should say first quarter, and just a couple of minutes here in this second quarter, has been mental mistakes and penalties. It has not been pretty. The referees definitely have earned a paycheck here this evening. Avion Bailey going to chase that one down. It's going to bounce into the hands of Devin Hinchey. Hinchey picks it up and goes, and he is taken down at the 26-yard line. That's where the Dysart Demon offense will set up shop. So Yuma Criminals caught a break there. That ball rolled a lot on Dysart, and by the time they were able to pick it up and do something with it, just a regular return. So not the best starting field position, or what we thought we might see following all of those penalties. It's 1st and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line. 9:33 to go in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, Roman calls for it. Going to give it to his tailback right up the gut. Untouched until about the 45 and dragged down around the 50 is Javon Christmas. Just seeing that burst of speed from the backfield. It is incredible how he goes 0 to 60 that fast. A face mask, though, called against the Dysart Demons to the shock of Javon Christmas. And erase that big run. They'll move it backwards. Just like what we were talking about, these penalties have plagued both teams here in this first half. Javon Christmas was talking with the referee, trying to figure out what they did wrong there. It's going to be 1st and 20. Ball at the 14, just outside the 14-yard line. Roman out of the gun. Sends a man in motion. Going to give it right back to Christmas. Christmas going to try to run right up the gut yet again. This time he is stopped at the 20-yard line. Good for a gain of about 8.
Gets a few. Still got a while away. Second 16. Second 15.
Second down and 16. Ball at the 20-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go in this first half of play. Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Roman flanked by a tailback on each side. Fakes the give to Christmas. Going to heave it up there. He's got a man caught at the 47 and nothing but pay dirt in front of him. Touchdown, Demons. Devin Hinchy. Donovan Hinchy gets 6 and makes it look easy, and just like that, Dysart with 20 now, and we're early on in this second quarter of play. The Demons not messing around. This offense is firing on all cylinders, and they now lead 20-14 pending the PAT. As Luis Lopez heads out to the field to attempt the point after. The lefty gets set. Snap good, hold good, and the kick is up and through. 21-14, Dysart leads Yuma. 8:03 to go until halftime. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
Lopez will send this one down the middle of the field. One hops around the 21-yard line where it's picked up and tackled around the 29-yard line. It was Jaden Frank on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Yuma Criminals from just outside the 30-yard line. 21-14, Dysart leads. 8 minutes to go in this second quarter of play. On 1st and 10. One man up top, one to the near side. They'll give it to the tailback, try to work that far side of the field, cutting back in and tackle just shy of the 35 to set up 2nd and about 5. Yuma likes to ground and pound. Nick Amador, though, has shown that he is a dual threat. He'll run it if the defense opens up. Otherwise, he's looking for the deep ball. Haven't seen really any short passes. He likes to just lob it up there for his receivers. And he's got a great connection with a couple of his receivers, and he's been busy here this evening. Argo Menes, though, has been the #1 target for Amador. Out of the gun they'll go. 2nd and 6, and we got a penalty. False start called against the Criminals. I'll have to check next door during halftime and see if they've been keeping stats. Love to know how many penalties we've seen in this first half. It hasn't even been one-sided. Both of these teams have been flagged their own fair share. On 2nd and 11, they'll look to run the ball, and that goes nowhere. Good job by the Dysart defensive line to break through and get a stop. Bring up 3rd and long for the Criminals. Dysart fans making some noise. Fresh off a Demon score, the defense on this drive really buckling down and not opening any cracks for Yuma. They'll look to get a stop here. Get that ball back. Amador out of the gun. Amador feels the pressure, rolls to the far side, lobs it up, and that ball is going to go out of bounds, incomplete, bringing up 4th down and 12 for the Criminals. And it looks like they'll have to punt for the first time this evening. Too deep in their own territory to even think about going for it here. Jogging out onto the field to punt this one away will be David Argomenes. Again, a very small Yuma Criminal roster, so a lot of these guys are on the field. Well, some of them might even be on the field 100% of the time. But there are a lot of them that have to play both sides of the ball and even special teams, and that's what we're seeing here with David Argomenes. On 4th and 12, Argomenes feels the rush. He's got to do something with it. And Dysart, he flicks the ball and he fumbled it. The Demons, I think, are on it at around the 16-yard line. They've whistled the play dead, but they haven't notioned yet as to who came up with the loose ball. It's the Dysart Demon ball either way. And the offense will have fantastic starting field position as they'll have the ball just outside the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Demons. 6:11 to go in this second quarter of play. Dysart leads by 7, and they're looking for more. This is what we talked about earlier. Again, Yuma doesn't have a lot of depth. So you really get that ball, you make them run around, they're going to get tired, and that defense looks winded while Dysart's offense is ready to go. Isaiah Roman wide open, and he just made that one look easy. Second touchdown of the evening for Donovan Hinchy, and just like that, Dysart now extends their lead to 13, 27-14 our score. One play, one pass, one touchdown. Dysart wanting to get that section win here this evening. And right now, Dysart is tied in the standings with Yuma and ALA Foothills at 1-0 on the young season. So you knew that this was an important game for the Demons to go out and get. And they're making a statement early in this one. Low snap, but the kick is up by Luis Lopez, and it is good. 6:06 to go in the second quarter. Dysart leading Yuma 28-14. We'll be back right after this.
Our sports academy classes are designed so that student athletes can participate in their sport during the day. What that allows us to do is allows us to develop them in here year-round. We're not trying to build bodybuilders, we're not trying to build weightlifters, we're not trying to build powerlifters, we're trying to build athletes. And so it's not about killing them every single time, it's about building them up throughout long periods of time so we can focus on long-term athletic development. Discipline, effort, and consistency win regardless of what it is.
Luis Lopez sends it deep, and it goes out of bounds. Flag on the play. We'll do it again. 6:06 to go in this second quarter of play. Dysart leading 28-14. Demons trying to make a statement against these Yuma Criminals. Still very early in this contest, but the offense looks to be rolling on all cylinders, and the defense playing very well to begin this ball game. So the ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. The first down and 10 for the Criminals.
Yuma will take it on their 35. First and 10.
Receivers split out to each side. Criminals will work out of the eye with Amador out of the gun. Amador calls for it, gives it to his big tailback, tries to get around the corner. He does, and picks up about 3 on the play, setting up second down and 7. Ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards on that last carry. Same formation for the Criminals. Amador. Calls for it. Oh, his tailback hesitated there. I don't think he knew what the play was. Either that or he didn't hear Amador call for it. And because of that lapse in judgment, looks like they may have lost a yard. Well, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but that was not a pretty look for the Yuma Criminals. Third down and 6, 5.5 minutes to go in this second quarter of play. Amador again will work out of the gun. This time he turns around to let his ball carrier, his running back, I should say, let him know what the play is and what's going on here. Amador feels that rush, rolls out to the far side, looks downfield, has a man. Did he make the catch inbounds? He did. What a grab. There's that connection again to David Argomenes. You could not have thrown a more perfect ball. He put that right on the boundary line, and what a grab by Argomenes. Yuma now with a 1st and 10, ball in Dysart territory. Spotted at the 42-yard line, giving it to their tailback yet again, this time working the near side. Still pushing his way, still on his feet, hasn't been whistled dead yet, and now taken down at the 36-yard line. However, there is a flag on the field at the 41. Clock is stopped with 4:54, and they're going to call a holding against Yuma.
54 left in the half. Still up by 14.
So it'll be 1st and 1st and long. Ball's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line back in Yuma territory. They got to get all the way to the 33 in Dysart's territory for a 1st down. Out of the gun. Gonna bomb it deep and just outshot his man. That was Isaac Torres that it was intended for. Amador thought he had him with just a little flick of the wrist, but out through his man. And it'll be 2nd down and about 20 from the 49. Again, they got to get all the way to the 33-yard line. So 2nd and 18. Amador out of the gun. Receiver split out to each side. Feels the rush again. This time Amador's going to run to the near side. Got around that edge. Has some running room and will scamper out of bounds just shy of the 35-yard line. He's still short of that first down marker, but picked up a huge chunk of yardage on that run. 3rd and manageable from the 57-yard line. Clock stopped at 4:39. On 3rd and 4. Amador, receiver out to each side. 2-step drop, feels the brush, gets around the corner, eyes down the field, he's going to tuck it and run it, and he is right at the stick. They're going to give him the first down. Nick Amador bailed out his offense on that drive. Last 2 downs, he has run for a first down for over 20 yards. And Amador did a great job, too, just showing how you get around that edge, you can create something. And he let his legs do the work there. His head's up with it, too, tucking that ball away, looking where he could scamper out of bounds, similar to what we saw earlier when he knew he needed to duck and slide for a first down as well. The give is to the tailback, ripped down at the 30. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Dysart leads by a pair of scores. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this first half of play. Avion Bailey going to go in for the Dysart defense. Similar to Yuma, Dysart's guys will also play both sides of the ball, but it's not as necessary as what it is tonight for Yuma. Again, they are very short-manned. There might be 8, maybe 10 players on the Yuma sideline. On 2nd and 9, Amador steps into the pocket, and he is met by a handful of Demon defenders and dropped for a loss. Bring up 3rd down and 13, just outside the 35-yard line. Clock is moving. Yuma in no rush. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Amador again to work out of the gun. He'll have trips to the near side. Got his tailback lined up in the eye. Amador going to sling it out to his tailback on the near side. Just a floater. Missed tackle, still on his feet and taken down at the 19-yard line. Another Yuma criminal first down. First down and 10. Ball just outside the 19-yard line. It's the most we've seen the Dysart defense out on the field. Yuma putting together a long drive here. Javon Christmas and Isaiah Roman talking things over on the sideline right now for Dysart. Assuming they'll get the ball back before halftime, but We'll see what their defense is able to do. Timeout called by Dysart, their second timeout of the half. 1 minute 46 seconds to go in this second quarter of play. 28-14, Dysart leads. We'll be back right after this.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
A minute 46 to go in this second quarter of play. 28-14, Dysart leads Yuma. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. And it's been all Dysart here in this second quarter of play as the Demons hoping to get a stop here. Yuma starting to put something together as this has been their longest offensive drive that we have seen here this evening. But the Dysart defense making a lot of substitutions here, trying to get the fresh bodies onto the field as they're playing with their backs to the wall right now on 1st and 10 from the 21. Amador comes out onto the field, looked confused, went back near the sideline and got the play call. Now he wants to huddle everybody up coming out of the timeout. The wide receivers who are split out to each end, they don't even flinch. Amador looking around, shouting out the play calls. Amador out of the gun. Gives it to his tailback. Trying to work his way up the middle. Just lowers his head and runs right at the defenders. He's tackled right around the 15-yard line. Clock is moving. Yuma has 2 timeouts. Dysart down to just 1. A minute 25 to go until halftime. Yuma in no rush. On 2nd and 6. Amador out of the gun. Gives it to the up back. No gain. May have lost one. It looks like he did. 3rd down and 7. And now the clock is running. Under 45 seconds to go until halftime. Dysart leads by 2 touchdowns. Yuma still has not used a timeout. They've got 2 in their back pocket. We'll see what they're able to do here on 3rd and long. Again, still no rush to the line. They're going to have trips up top. 1 receiver to the near side. 20 seconds to go. Amador calling for it. High snap, he controls, rolls to up top, looks downfield, lobs it up. And it is no good. Clock stopped at 8 seconds to go in this first half of play. It was a great attempt by David Argomenes. Unfortunately, he was out of bounds when he had that ball. So 4th and 7, and it looks like Yuma's going to go for it. They don't have a kicker listed on their roster, and again, no statistics either online, so I don't even know if they've had anyone try a kick this season. Fourth and 7. Amador out of the gun. Trips up top, 1 to the near side. And Yuma's going to burn one of their timeouts. Again, they had 2 remaining, now 1. Can't take them with you, might as well use it. Yuma now will have 1 timeout left, so if they just try to go for the sticks here and get that first and fall down, they should have enough time to quick burn their last timeout to get 1 more play off here in the first half. 4th and 7, ball at the 17-yard line for the Yuma Criminals. Dysart talking things over. But this D-line also getting a nice break so they could catch their breath. This has been an extended drive for the Yuma Criminals, something we haven't really seen here this evening. Eight seconds to go. On 4th and 7. Amador out of the gun. 3 receivers up top, 1 in the near side. He's got his back lined up behind him in the eye. Send a man in motion. Amador feels the rush. He goes down and fumbles it. It's picked up at the 30, across the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dysart! What a heads-up play and grab by Robert Vandenbosch. The senior picked it right out of the air as the ball comes out of the hands of Nick Amador, just flips it up in the air. Vandenbosch grabs it and takes it to the house as zeros come across the scoreboard. What a play by the Dysart defense. It's now 34-14 pending the PAT. This has been a homecoming game for the ages for this Dysart program. On to attempt the PAT is Luis Lopez. Snap high, hold good, kick is blocked, but good. And that will do it for the first half of play. At the half, it's Dysart 35, Yuma 14. We'll take a break and be back with the second half right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Crow, the Superintendent of Dysart Schools. Today I'm excited to introduce one of our new communication tools designed to enhance our interaction with you. In response to parent feedback and to ensure student safety through a consistent district-approved platform, Dysart Schools has launched an engagement tool called Parent Square. Many of our families have already joined and are benefiting from its features, including the ability to send direct messages to teachers. Parent Square also plays a crucial role in our emergency and safety communications by providing timely updates on information that affects your campus, class, or group. Additionally, using Parent Square helps us comply with Arizona Board of Education regulations on student interaction and includes built-in safeguards for appropriate oversight and accountability. If you haven't activated your Parent Square account yet, it only takes a few minutes. You can use the invite email we recently sent or request another one from your school's front office. To update your contact information, you can still use the parent portal where you can also check grades and attendance. One of the exciting features of Parent Square is the option to receive your messages in preferred language. With over 130 languages available, you can select your choice within the parent portal. For instructions and additional help, visit dysart.org/parentsquare. The adoption of Parent Square reflects our commitment at Dysart to continually improve and respond to your feedback. We hope you find this new tool valuable and use it to stay informed and engaged with us. Have a great day.
School finance can be an intricate topic. It's a web of complicated formulas and funding sources that becomes more complex as you learn more about it. But grasping some of the basics of how the Dysart School District receives and spends money can go a long way in understanding how your tax dollars work to meet the needs of children in our community. Dysart receives funding from 3 main sources: the state of Arizona, the federal government, and other local revenues, which include property taxes. About 90% comes from the state and local sources, and about 10% comes from the federal government. Federal money is designated for such things as special education services and to support the learning needs of students living in poverty using Title I funds. The thing is, that money can only be used for those programs. The district can't use that federal money for anything else. In fact, as you will find out later on, almost every dollar the school district receives has strings attached. State and local funding money is broken down into two main pots: maintenance and operations, or M&O, and capital. Dysart receives and spends approximately 95% of its funds in the M&O pot and 5% in capital. Maintenance and operations are your day-to-day expenses, your operating expenses. These include salaries for employees, utilities like lights, transportation services, and general supplies. Capital expenses are items that last for many years, such as buildings, furniture, equipment, technology, textbooks, and buses. So remember those strings I talked about? Well, Arizona law requires that capital money only be used for capital purchases, and M&O money only be used for M&O. So we can't just go buy one less bus to fund a teacher, and we can't cut a teacher's salary to buy a computer. Now, say the school district would like additional money to provide a better education for students that goes above and beyond what the state and federal government provide. They can go out to their local community and ask for something called an override or a bond, which is a tax on property. Overrides and bonds are very different things and are not interchangeable. There's no such thing as an override bond or a bond override. A bond is designated for capital money, those buses, school buildings, safety, and technology. A bond can only be used for those capital purposes. The last time Dysart voters approved a bond was in 2006. The district can call for either a capital override or an M&O override. The Dysart School District asked voters to fund full-day kindergarten, quality arts and athletic programs, and maintain class sizes in 2020 through the continuation of an M&O override. The community approved this override, and that money collected paid directly for those things. The current override provides approximately $24.5 million to the district's maintenance and operations budget. These pots of money that Dysart receives don't look the same from year to year. In fact, they can look very different depending on how many students enroll in Dysart, whether or not voters approve an override, or whether or not the state or federal government decides to cut or adjust funding. Despite the fluctuations in funding, Dysart continues to live within its budget, and it's been doing pretty well. Dysart was voted Best Public School District in the West Valley 2 years in a row and is an A-rated district in the state of Arizona. The district is home to the number 6th ranked K-8 school in Arizona, Freedom Traditional Academy, 3 top 100 K-8 schools, and a top 25 high school in the state. Overall, Dysart has 18 A-rated and 4 B-rated schools, many of which outrank local charter schools. Additionally, all 4 of our high schools were named Best High Schools by U.S. News and World Report. Most importantly, students are graduating from Dysart schools career and college ready. So do you understand the school district budget any better now? If you're like me, the answer is both yes and no. And that's okay. It's difficult. To find out more information and dig deeper into the complexities of school district funding, visit dysart.org/budget or call us directly. We're here to help. It's your money, and we want you to understand how we use it to best meet the needs of all students.
I'm just excited to be here at Dysart High School this year. I've been dreaming about this job, I guess, for a few years since I found out we had a program here, and I'm just looking forward to encouraging young minds and developing young minds, and hopefully getting a few young people into the automotive technologies industry. Well, right now our upper level classes are working on the projects behind me, the cars that are over there, on the lifts, and on these little carts, electric battery carts. They're working on those diligently. We got one up and running. We got a Mustang down there that's getting ready to be track ready. They're getting it with a new fuel tank or a fuel cell, and we'll hopefully get these cars on the road this year. In this class, you can earn the ASE certification, which is the industry standard for all mechanics, and then those certifications can then be put on your resume and stuff like that. Right now we're in the planning stages of I guess an auto show. The annual fall auto show is coming up in November. So I'm getting with my upper level guys, and we are setting up food and inviting different car clubs and stuff like that, and getting out flyers for that. November, I believe 16th date is what we're shooting for.
If you could shape the future of education, how would it look? Most students follow the same beaten path. But our path is different. Our path is inspired. Our path leads to more. Our path is career and technical education. Students are engaged. They do. They create. They are fueled by choice. Our students engineer their own experience. Working with business mentors, it's more than a classroom. It's a thriving center for career-driven education, focused on producing the best students. Students who are prepared to contribute in the working world. Students with self-confidence. Students with collaboration skills and creativity. The best kind of students. At the end of the day, we produce the best students. West MEC is career-driven education.
I'm Sophia Katerlich, a junior here at Shadow Ridge. I do math, science, history, and ASL, but I also go to West MEC as a dental assistant. Let's see that. Here at West Mech, we learn the basics of dental assisting. We set up operatories, clean tools, take impressions, and once we're all done with the program, we can go right into the dental industry.
Hi, my name is Michael Bernstein and I am a junior at Shadow Ridge High School. I take a total of 4 classes. One of my favorite classes is at West Mech, Power Sports. Let's take a look. Hi, here at West Mech in the Power Sports program, where we learn how to work on off-road vehicles, street bikes, and watercraft. We learn the 4 strokes of an engine, how relays and wiring works, and how carburetors and everything make a motor work. We receive certifications for Snap-on, Polaris, and Yamaha. Come check it out.
I currently attend West Mech at the medical assisting program, and Shadow Ridge has helped me advance my skills and set a base for what I'm going to do for my future. Hi, I'm at West Mech Northwest campus at medical assisting. I practice medicine in a clinical setting where I do injections and take vital signs. This will help me after high school obtain a certification so I can work in a healthcare setting after high school.
Hi, I'm Leslie Palumbo and I'm at Dysart High School. I'm here to talk to you about the Business and Marketing program that I currently teach, and it's a 2-year program that we offer our students. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 7, 8, and then we have an internship opportunity for our students to participate in. Usually we like to have them do that their senior year. The things that you're going to learn in Business and Marketing will prepare you for different types of careers. You can be an entrepreneur, you can be a marketing specialist, you can be somebody who's in the channel management, which is a great career opportunity for many. One way that we integrate our skills and building those skills that you need to be successful in those different career fields is through our lab. And let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. We have a school store on campus that our students actually, they become employees of the school store. And then the 3-4 management students, they actually manage the employees. They create schedules, they do all the inventory, they purchase our products that we sell in our store, and they also are able to design and create our school spirit shirts, if you will, and any other types of school spirit items that we have. So the other thing that they learn is customer service, because it's very important. You know, you can't have a successful business if you don't know what customer service is. And then the other thing they learn that's integrated in the lab is applying those marketing mix elements that every business needs to know and be successful at doing to being able to run and operate their own business someday. So it's a great experience. The other thing we do is we do integrate our DECA organization as part of our class, as well as opportunities for our students to compete locally, nationally, in the different skills that they learn. So it's a great opportunity. Please, if you're interested, get in contact with your counselor, and please look at our website, and I look forward to having you guys in my class.
Hello, I'm Mr. Toby Forneret. I'm a teacher at Dysart High School, and I teach network and security. So a little bit about my program. There's a first year, which is an introduction to network and security. There's a second year, and then we have an option for a third year, which is an internship. A little bit about, if you follow me back here, I'll tell you a little bit about what we do in this class. Very interesting, very fun. If you ever thought, hey, you know, I want to learn how to work on computers, then you'll be picking the right class if you pick my class. So here, first thing we have is just parts of a computer. The fan keeps the computer cool. We'd be able to take those apart and check those out. We also have a motherboard here, which is kind of the brain, central brain of the computer, and it have different pieces and parts that we'd be able to take out, take a look at, and try to put back together if we could. All right. And then we also have a CD-ROM drive. Would probably look foreign to some people because not many computers have these days. All right. And then we also operate, there's also a certification that you'd be able to get through a program that we use called Test Out. And here on my screen, what I have is one of the simulation labs that you'd be able to do to go in and work. It would give you different scenarios, different problems that you would have to come up with and fix. And then as you fix that problem, of course, it would give you another problem to try to fix. All right. So if you want to know more about my class, talk with your counselor. Let her know that you're interested in my class, and I look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.
Welcome back to Dysart High School. Derek Diesner back with you. It's halftime. The Dysart Demons leading the Yuma Criminals by a score of 35-14. We'll take it back to the field for more halftime entertainment, and we'll be back with the second half shortly.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The three options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today. Did you know Dysart Schools offers free full-day kindergarten for our community? We deliver high-quality education aligned with Arizona academic standards. Students learn foundational skills through hands-on, real-life experiences. We even have special area classes where our kiddos get to experience art, music, and physical education. Enroll today and come experience all Dysart has to offer.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
Here at Bailey Orthodontics, we offer a variety of treatment that is tailored and suited to you. So everything from clear brackets to metal brackets, gold brackets to Invisalign. What our patients love about coming to Bailey Orthodontics is just the genuineness that you get when you get here, and that truly everyone here cares for you.
We love to be on the cusp of technology. We like to offer the services that help our patients achieve the smile that they want in a faster time. One thing that's important in orthodontics, I feel, is to be a board-certified orthodontist. To keep up to date, to provide my patients with the technology, the information, and anything that can help them achieve the smile that they want.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
I'm just excited to be here at Dysart High School this year. I've been dreaming about this job, I guess, for a few years since I found out we had a program here, and I'm just looking forward to encouraging young minds and developing young minds, and hopefully getting a few young people into the automotive technologies industry. Well, right now our upper level classes are working on the projects behind me, the cars that are over there, on the lifts, and on these little carts, electric battery carts. They're working on those diligently. We got one up and running. We got a Mustang down there that's getting ready to be track ready. They're getting it with a new fuel tank or a fuel cell, and we'll hopefully get these cars on the road this year. In this class, you can earn the ASE certification, which is the industry standard for all mechanics, and then those certifications can then be put on your resume and stuff like that. Right now we're in the planning stages of I guess an auto show. The annual fall auto show is coming up in November. So I'm getting with my upper level guys, and we are setting up food and inviting different car clubs and stuff like that, and getting out flyers for that. November, I believe 16th date is what we're shooting for.
Welcome back onto the campus of Dysart High School. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you as we get set for this third quarter of play between your Dysart Demons and the Yuma High Criminals. Score here at halftime, Dysart 35, Yuma 14. Dysart will kick off to Yuma to begin this second half. And Zion, what were your thoughts on that first half of play, and what do you hope to see from Dysart here in the second half?
In that first half of play, you can see that the Dysart Demons, at the first, was kind of a bit of a back and forth, and then, you know, at the end of the second half, they just really just took it and ran away with it. Hoping to see the same thing.
Little squib kick on the ground, and falling on it is number 22 for the Yuma Criminals. Able to keep that from going out of bounds, but also almost fumbled it away where it could have been an onside kick recovered by the Demons, but he was able to fall on it, and Yuma will have it 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 11:58 to go in this third quarter of play. Dysart leads by 3 scores over the Yuma Criminals. We're led by quarterback Nick Amador. Amador will work out of the gun. Receivers split out to each side. And it looked like we had some movement on the far end. Did Dysart jump the gun, or were they drawn over? Line judge will come have some words with the head ref. And they are going to call encroachment on the defense. So a free 5 to Yuma. And that'll set up 1st down and 5. Ball at the 38-yard line. Saw a lot of penalties in that first half, and not what you want to see out of the gates to start this second half. Amador out of the gun on 1st and 5. Again, but this time it looked like he timed the snap perfectly, but jumping around that corner was trying to see the number on that. I believe it was C.J. Ortega. They pick up the 1st down on the carry on the what was 1st and 5. It is now 1st down and 10 for Yuma. Ball at the 44-yard line. Amador out of the gun, low snap, he controls, gives it to his tailback who tries to go around the edge, and he's met by a handful of Demon defenders. Good play by the Dysart defense. They sniffed that play out and stopped it dead in their tracks. 2nd down and 13. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. 10 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this third quarter of play. Yuma looking to get something going offensively, get in some sort of rhythm. Dysart's defense kind of hoping to do the same following the penalties to start this half. Amador out of the gun, calls for it, low snap, ricochets off his ankle, picks it up, trying to turn nothing into something, and is dumped at the 41-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 14 now for the Yuma Criminals. They cannot seem to move the ball in the right direction. The Dysart defense doing a good job of swarming around that offensive line and doing their best to get to the backfield. Yuma taking their time getting up to the line. Amador out of the gun. Calls for it, steps up into the pocket, Going to come to the near side. He'll tuck it and run. Sheds one defender. And now we'll go out of bounds right at the 42-yard line. That's good for a Yuma first down. And that'll move the ball into Dysart territory. Once again, the legs of Nick Amador bailing out the Yuma Criminals, and they will keep this drive alive with 9:22 to go in this third quarter of play. Be 1st and 10 for the Criminals. Amador out of the gun, receiver to each side. Gives it to the tailback, works his way up the middle and tackled at the 39-yard line. Set up 2nd down and about 7. Or 6, I should say.
2nd and 7 on the 39.
Ball spot at the 39 with 9 minutes to go. Same formation for the Criminals. Receiver out to each side. Out of the gun is Amador. Gives it to the tailback. They'll try to work that far side of the field, trying to get around the corner. Unable to do so. Reverses field, works his way up the middle and tackled at the 38-yard line. Gain of about 1. Even though he ran about 5 to 7 yards in every direction. And we've got a Dysart Demon player down at the 45-yard line. We'll have the athletic trained staff come out to check on that young man. We'll step aside. 8:18 to go in this third quarter of play. Dysart leading Yuma 35-14. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. It was William Stackhouse, the player that was down for the Dysart Demons, as he's being helped to the bench. They'll take a look at him there. 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 38-yard line for the Yuma offense. Amador calling for it out of the gun. He's got protection, feels the rush, rolls to the far side. He's got a man complete inside the 35, still on his feet. And that'll be a Yuma High first down. David Argomenes on the catch. That's been his go-to target here this evening. Keeps the drive alive as it's 1st and 10 from the 30. 7:45 to go in this third quarter of play. Dysart by 3 touchdowns. Amador out of the gun, a receiver to each side. Going to give it to the tailback, trying to work the far side of the field. Sheds one defender, sheds another, and now is dragged out of bounds by a pair of Demons. Getting close to that first down stick. 2nd down and 2. Ball at the 23-yard line, so actually makes it 2nd down and 3. Same formation for the Criminals. Dysart looking like they're going to bring the blitz. They'll give it to the tailback. Work it off the left side. Taken down at the 20, but that is good for a Yuma first down. Yuma having their way against the Dysart defense here on this drive. They are moving the ball every which way, and Dysart has yet to find an answer. 6.5 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. 1st and 10, ball at the 19. Amador gets the offense set. Gives it to the tailback, trying to work far side of the field. Cut back in, taken down just shy of the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the carry, brings up 2nd down and 6. Under 6 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. Yuma just keeping that ball on the ground. The clock is moving. And if you're Yuma, that's good. You're keeping this drive alive at the same time. Don't want to waste too much time. You're down 3 scores. Amador out of the gun. Going right back to the tailback, who gets around the edge and is pushed out of bounds, shy of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and about 2. Have to assume it's 4 down territory for Yuma. Amador. Right back to the tailback and lowering his shoulder and taken down at the 7. That'll set up a 1st and goal situation for Yuma. Clock continues to run as we approach the 5-minute mark to go in this third quarter of play. Yuma giving their defense a rest, but the offense for Yuma really making Dysart work on this drive. And they are playing hard. They've got these guys running down right at the backers and the linemen. It has been an aggressive drive for Yuma. Another give up the middle. Gain of about maybe 1. 4.5 minutes to go. Second and goal from the 6. Yuma huddled up around the 15-yard line. Argo Minez right next to Amador in the backfield. Go their tailback, flip it out, going to the far edge, and he got to the corner for 6. 35-20. Yuma trails now by 15, and they'll bring on, are they going to go for a PAT or are they going to go for 2?
Yep, they're setting up for 2.
They will go for 2 here. Amador to work out the eye. Receiver split out to each end. Amador's got time. He's going to use his legs, but he is met by 3 defenders and taken down at the 20. A great open field tackle by Robert Vandenbosch, who has had himself a night here tonight. He's got a defensive touchdown and a big stop there on the 2-point attempt. 3:37 to go in this third quarter of play. 35-20. Dysart leads Yuma. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
$35-20, Dysart leads Yuma here in the third quarter. Get you a couple of score updates from around the Dysart district. Shadow Ridge currently trailing O'Connor at halftime, 21-12. The other game in action, crosstown rivalry between Willow Canyon and Valley Vista. Valley Vista currently blanking Willow Canyon 28-0. That game in the third quarter. Again, 35-20 our score here at Dysart. The Demons lead the Yuma Criminals. 3:37 to go in this third quarter of play. We had a late injury at the tail end of that last play. Player's all right and helped off the field, and a little pooch kick by Yuma. And it's caught at the 40-yard line by Connor Stungner. And that's where the Dysart offense will set up shop. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 40. 35-20 our score. Dysart leading. Looking to get that homecoming win. This place has been buzzing tonight. A lot of excitement from this Dysart team this season. Isaiah Roman out of the gun. He's going to keep it. He's going to work his way right up the middle, split it outside across the 50 and pushed out of bounds inside the 40, and a flag after the play as Roman was thrown to the turf. And that'll just tack on some extra yardage after the penalty. Dysart Demons are in good shape following that quarterback keeper by Isaiah Roman. Criminals starting to lose their cool. So Dysart's going to have the ball, 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line in Yuma territory with 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go in this third quarter of play. Roman will work out of the gun. He's flanked by his tailback, Javon Christmas. Avion Bailey in motion. They'll give it to Javon Christmas in the misdirection. Christmas still on his feet, dragged down and out of bounds at the 8-yard line, setting up 1st and goal for the Demons. Dysart making it look easy on this drive. Clock stopped at 3:21. Dysart, a long huddle here. Roman out of the gun. Javon Christmas lined up out of the eye. Donovan Hinchy in the slot. He'll go right to Christmas. Christmas dragging a defender and taken down himself at the 3-yard line. Late substitution for the Demons. CJ Ortega comes in. Lined up on the right side. Misdirection and right up the middle, and in for 6 is CJ Ortega. A little trickery there by Dysart, and it all works out as the Demons now lead Yuma 41-20 with 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go in this third quarter of play. On to attempt the PAT is Luis Lopez. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it is good. 42-20 our score, 2:31 to go in this third quarter of play. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Did you know Dysart Schools offers free full-day kindergarten for our community? We deliver high-quality education aligned with Arizona academic standards. Students learn foundational skills through hands-on, real-life experiences. We even have special area classes where our kiddos get to experience art, music, and physical education. Enroll today and come experience all Dysart has to offer.
.231 to go in this third quarter of play. Dysart leads Yuma 42-20. And to take you the rest of the way through this third quarter, I hand things over to my partner, Zion Green. Zion, take it away.
They start lining up for the kick. Leg it. Head shit. Ryan, stay out. First and 10, they're lining up on the
right at
40-yard line?
Yep, right at the 40.
Seem to have a discussion on the field. Yuma criminals. They're lining up. Snap it. They run it? Who is that?
And a great job by the Dysart defense to get in there and get that stop. Couple of guys in on the stop. Looked like Isidro Franco as well as Robert Vandenbosch. Good teamwork by the Dysart Demons there.
Yuma's back in the huddle.
We see right now a good shot by our camera crew. We got the backup quarterback getting some work in on the sideline. We'll see if he comes in to start this fourth quarter of play. Backup quarterback tonight for Dysart, number 35, Josiah LeBorn, excuse me. Isaac Torres on the reception, still on his feet, and finally whistled down at the 35-yard line in Dysart territory. He's flexing after that play.
Good run by Torres.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30 for the Criminals. 1:05 left in this third quarter. Carry by number 8 for Yuma. Again, we don't have him on our roster, but sure he's a great young man. We just don't know his name. 30 seconds to go in this third quarter of play. Second down and 10 for the Yuma Criminals. They may be content to take it to the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle now with 12 seconds. Amador out of the gun. 3 at 2, and they get the play off. Short run. That'll bring up a 3rd and 8. And we'll have that after the break as we begin the fourth quarter right after this.
Here at Bailey Orthodontics, we offer a variety of treatment that is tailored and suited to you. So everything from clear brackets to metal brackets, gold brackets to Invisalign. What our patients love about coming to Bailey Orthodontics is just the genuineness that you get when you get here, and that truly everyone here cares for you.
We love to be on the cusp of technology. We like to offer the services that help our patients achieve the smile that they want in a faster time. One thing that's important in orthodontics, I feel, is to be a board-certified orthodontist. To keep up to date, to provide my patients with the technology, the information, and anything that can help them achieve the smile that they want.
We enter the fourth quarter of play here at Dysart High School. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. 42-20 our score. It's been all Dysart Demons, and they'll look to put the icing on the cake here in this quarter. But right now the Yuma Criminals are driving. They've got it. Third down and 9, from the 29-yard line. Dysart bringing the pressure. They're going to heave it up. They got a man, but out through him. Was intended for number 2, it looked like. Falls harmlessly to the turf, and that'll bring up 4th and 9 for Yuma. And with it being the fourth quarter, and they're down 22, this will be a must-go-for-it situation. If Yuma wants any chance of winning this game or just getting back in the game, they need to capitalize and get a first down here. Dysart defense is ready for the challenge. Looking to get another stop. This defense has been at it once again here this evening. On 4th and 9. Amador out of the gun, trips to the near side, one receiver up top. Amador steps in, throws down the middle, caught inside the 5 and walking in for 6. And just like that, Yuma slowly creeping back into it as they now trail 42-26. And again, our apologies. The roster we were given from Yuma does not have a number 2 on it, so I cannot tell you who scored that touchdown. Yuma will go for it. On the 2-point conversion, Amador to work out of the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Amador sits, looks, throws just a bit high for his intended receiver, and the score will remain 42-26 in favor of Dysart. We'll take a break. 11:44 to go in this game. We'll be back right after this. .11:44 to go in this contest. Dysart leading Yuma 42-26. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. And Yuma will kick off to the Demons. Ball teed up at the 40. Jose Cardenas boots it on the ground. And somebody's got to fall on it, and finally they did at the 43-yard line. And it looked like on the recovery, I believe it may have been Mohamed Safdari. That was a tough one to see from that far side of the field. Sometimes these black jerseys with the big numbers are great to read, and other times you can really struggle with it up here in the press box. 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Dysart still with Isaiah Roman in at quarterback. They may have opted to go for a backup quarterback had Yuma not scored on their last possession. That did not look good at all. Dysart's tailback is down on the ground and in incredible pain. He got his legs rolled up on, and that did not look good from up here. You see the Dysart team on a knee right now, and the trainers are all rushing over to check on him. We will take a break and come back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
I'm just excited to be here at Dysart High School this year. I've been dreaming about this job, I guess, for a few years since I found out we had a program here, and I'm just looking forward to encouraging young minds and developing young minds, and hopefully getting a few young people into the automotive technologies industry. Well, right now, our upper level classes are working on the projects behind me, the cars that are over there, on the lifts, and on these little carts, electric battery carts. They're working on those diligently. We got one up and running. We got a Mustang down there that's getting ready to be track ready. They're getting it with a new fuel tank or a fuel cell, and we'll hopefully get these cars on the road this year. In this class, you can earn the ASE certification, which is the industry standard for all mechanics, and then those certifications.
And we're back, 11:35 to go. Second down and 9, ball at the 44. Handoff is to CJ Ortega with a burst of speed and pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A first down for the Dysart Demons as they move the ball right into Yuma territory. Bad news, though, for the Dysart Demons is the player that was hurt on the previous play was Javon Christmas. Christmas had to be helped off the field by a pair of members of the training staff, and he is being attended to now on the bench. We hope that everything will be okay with that young man. He has been an all-around player for this Dysart High School team. He plays both offense and defense. He's been the star tailback and a great linebacker for Dysart. Almost reminds you of Travis Hunter at the University of Colorado, who plays both sides of the ball. That's exactly what Javon Christmas does and means to this Dysart team. After a penalty on the last play, they'll hand it off. Cedro Franco on that carry. Clock is moving as we approach 10.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Second down and 13, or third and 13, excuse me, ball at the 39. Two receivers to the near side, one up top. Isaiah Roman out of the gun. Roman feels the pressure, rolls to the near side, tries to get out of harm's way, and is dumped by 3 Yuma criminals. Fourth down for the Demons. Ball right at the 35-yard line. They'd have to get all the way to the 47 in Yuma territory. So on comes the special teams unit, I believe. Looks like they'll just let Isaiah Roman punt this one away, and they will. High, short punt. And that player, Dysart hit him way too soon. There are multiple flags on the field. And that young man for Yuma is down at the 40-yard line. They did not give that halo area around the player, and because of that, I didn't catch what defender that was for Dysart. Ran right into him. It was Isaiah Roman. Wow. He got that punt off and then was able to nail the guy who was trying to return it before the ball even fully came down. So there's 3 different flags on the field as they attend to the Yuma criminal punt returner. And while they work on him, we'll step aside. 9:20 to go in this fourth quarter of play. 42-26, Dysart leads Yuma. We'll be back right after this.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
So Jaden Frank was the kick returner who was hurt on that last play for Yuma. Fortunately, he was able to get up and walk off the field on his own power, but he was shaken up, which is to be expected. Now the referees will all meet around the 40-yard line to discuss what to all do from that last play, because there are 3 flags on the field. I don't know if this can be an ejectable offense, but that hit did not look good when it first occurred. And we'll see what comes of all of these flags. It's been a long meeting by the referees, as even during the commercial break they were still out there talking, trying to make sure they get everything right. So a personal foul against Dysart. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Dysart. And I believe they called 2 unsportsmanlike penalties. So this ball is going to go all the way to the 18-yard line. Nine minutes and 20 seconds to go in this 4th quarter of play. 42-26 our score. And Yuma's offense will have it 1st and 10 at the 19. Dysart fans did not like that call. They're trying to cheer their defense on. Hand off to the tailback, working the far side of the field, out of bounds at about the 12-yard line for a gain of 6. That'll set up 2nd down and 4 for the Criminals. Clock stopped at 9 minutes 15 seconds. Criminals led by head coach Armando Mesquita. It's quite amazing for a team that has maybe 30 players or so. They have 6 total coaches on their coaching staff. Assisting Armando Mosquito is Ezekiel Herrera, Riley McAdams, Bobby McMorris, Angel Metal, and Luis Romero. 2nd and 4 from the 13. Amador calls for it. Same play, right back to their big tailback, who pushes it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He'll stay in bounds following that run, and that'll keep the clock moving. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. For whatever reason, the clock is currently stopped. Referees trying to let everyone know in the press box to run that clock, and now it's moving. The tackle did happen in bounds. On 1st and goal from the 2. Amador out of the gun. And now a timeout will be called by Dysart. That is their first timeout of the half. 8:45 to go in the 4th quarter of play. 42-26. Dysart leads Yuma. We'll be back right after this. 8:45 to go in this fourth quarter of play. Dysart leads Yuma 42-26. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. Coming out of this timeout, it'll be first and goal from the 2. Dysart defense looking to come up with a big stop here. Don't want to let Yuma get on that scoreboard again. They've already scored once this half, and you want to make sure to take momentum off of their sideline. Don't let them think they can get back into this game. Criminals quickly running back out onto the field. It took a little bit of extra time to get out of that timeout huddle. On first and goal from the 2. Amador gives it to his back. Met in the backfield, and he's going nowhere. Lost a yard or 2 on that run. Second down and goal. Offensive lineman for Yuma, a little slow to get up, but he's heading towards the sideline now. Or the huddle, I should say. Javon Christmas still being talked to on the Dysart sideline. He still has his jersey and pads on, so that could be good news. We hope he's doing all right. Hand off, try to work it on the far side, and in for 6. And just like that, Yuma's making this a ball game, as it is now 42-32 pending the PAT. And all signs would point to Yuma going for 2, as they have done here this evening. And they will line up for the 2-point conversion. Amador out of the gun, receiver to each side. Amador says if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gives it right back to his tailback, who pushes forward and gets in for 2. And it's an 8-point ball game. 7:39 to go. It's Dysart 42, Yuma 34. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
$7:39 to go. A late substitution onto the field for Dysart. Coming off a little wobbly off of the field is Luis Lopez. $7:39 to go. Dysart clinging to an 8-point lead against Yuma. A battle for teams at the top of the 3A Metro West standings. Dysart 3-2 on the year. Yuma 1-4. Both teams 1-0 in conference play. And that short kick will be fair caught at the 40-yard line by Donovan Hinchy. No, excuse me, Connor Stogner. Have multiple 22s on Dysart's roster. On 1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line for the Demons. Isaiah Roman to work out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Roman looks to his sideline for the play call. Late substitution as CJ Ortega comes out to the field. And head coach John Ganados will call a timeout. Believe that is their second timeout of the half. We'll take one with them. 7:39 to go. 42-34. We'll be back right after this. 7:39 to go. 42-34. Dysart leads Yuma here in this fourth quarter. But this has all of a sudden become a ball game within the last 5 minutes of clock time. Dysart with it, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Dysart now down to just one timeout for the remainder of the game. Yuma has all 3 of their timeouts. That give to CJ Ortega, good for a yard. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Dysart right now in no rush to move the ball. At this point, they're just trying to hold it as long as they can. Their defense has spent a lot of time on the field here in this second half. Their offense just wants to be out there, use up clock, but also move the ball downfield as Isaiah Roman's pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Pass was intended for, I believe, Isaiah Halliburton. Third and 9, ball at the 41-yard line. Clock stopped at 6 minutes, 53 seconds. Roman out of the gun. Has man in motion. Pump fake. He's going to heave it deep. He's got a man. And just at the last second did the Yuma defender, Adrian Garcia, get his hand up to bat that ball away. Otherwise, that looked to be a long completion to Avion Bailey. Luis Lopez will head out onto the field for Dysart, and it's a 3-and-out for the Demons. And the Dysart defense is going to have to quickly get back out onto the field after that short offensive possession for Dysart. Lopez around the 30. He'll get this punt off. Be returned. And falling on it is Dysart. That was a strange play. So we saw in the last punt, we saw Isaiah Roman come and hit the Yuma, the kick returner, I should say, because he never called for a fair catch. Yeah, the same thing happened here, where you thought a fair catch would be called for. It wasn't. The ball comes loose because it touches the offensive player, and now it becomes a long onside kick, and just like that, the offense gets to remain on the field for the Dysart Demons, and now they're in business inside the 30, as it'll be 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. 6:36 to go in this game, and Dysart just caught a huge break thanks to a mental lapse by Yuma. Roman to work under center on 1st and 10. The give is to his tailback, CJ Ortega, who is tripped up around the 20-yard line. That'll get the clock moving under 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Second and 7 from the 21. Roman under center. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. Tailback with them in the backfield. On the end around, stopped at the 25 for a 1-yard loss. But again, they'll keep the clock moving, which for Dysart is a good thing. You don't want to leave time on this clock for Yuma to try to mount a comeback. You just want the time to tick down, and that's exactly what the Demons are doing right now. They're taking their time as they just now break the huddle. Isaiah Roman Gets his receivers to switch sides of the field. Sends Avion Bailey up top. Roman under center. Ortega in the backfield. Roman going to roll out to the far side. Looking downfield. Puts it up. Double coverage. Pass is caught. And in for 6. Are you kidding me? What a play. And what a grab by Avion Bailey. And the heads up move to back out. Look at where he was on the field and find how he could get into the end zone for 6. And Dysart now trying to improve their cushion as they now lead Yuma 48-34 with 4:50 to go in this game. And Luis Lopez is on to attempt the PAT as Avion Bailey quickly comes out to assist on special teams. Kick is up, and it is good. 49-34, 4:50 to go in this game. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Did you know Dysart Schools offers free full-day kindergarten for our community? We deliver high-quality education aligned with Arizona academic standards. Students learn foundational skills through hands-on, real-life experiences. We even have special area classes where our kiddos get to experience art, music, and physical education. Enroll today and come experience all Dysart has to offer.
Dysart able to capitalize on the big Yuma criminal mistake on special teams, and just like that, the Demons see their lead go up to 15 as Luis Lopez boots this one deep. It'll be returned from the 15-yard line. Still on his feet as he crosses the 30 and now dumped at the 35-yard line. That was Marquise Dixon on the return. 49-34, Dysart Demons lead the Yuma Criminals. 4:41 to go in this game. And now the Dysart defense probably can have a nice sigh of relief knowing that it's a 15-point lead for the Demons. And only 4:41 left in regulation. Zion, if you're Dysart right now, you got to be feeling good knowing that you have a little bit more of a cushion and you're in these latter stages of the game.
Yeah, of course, they've been leading this game the whole entire time. It's just been an absolute masterclass by Dysart.
That pass attempt, bit high and out of the reach of the intended receiver. That was Isaac Torres. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Criminals. Clock stopped at 4:38. Amador. You know, he's been at his best today when he's out on his feet. He has kind of struggled to make some of the short, easy throws that you normally see out of a quarterback. Definitely is more of a dual threat quarterback, but he can do more when he's using his legs. Penalty flag flies, and there's that little floater pass that's good to his wideout. He's been going to him a few times tonight. We don't know number 2's name, but his other wideout that he loves, number 3, David Argomenes. However, there was a penalty flag that flew, and that'll be coming back against Yuma. Clock stopped at 4:30. Second down and 15. Ball at the 30-yard line. Clock is moving. Yuma has all 3 of their timeouts. They trail by 2 scores. feeling the rush. There are Dysart Demons everywhere. And a great job by that defensive line to not get up and chase Nick Amador all the way back inside the 10-yard line. And now the referees will get together. Was it intentional grounding? It was. So that'll move Yuma back even further. The Dysart D line just had Nick Amador in all sorts of duress there. His offensive line was doing the best they could, but they could not stop the rush that was coming from the Dysart defense line. And because of that, really forced Amador to do something with the ball. And he threw it away with intentional grounding. So it'll be 3rd down and 40, ball at the 5-yard line. 4 minutes to go in this game. And we've got a timeout by Dysart. That is their final timeout. We'll take one with them and be back right after this.
Here at Bailey Orthodontics, we offer a variety of treatment that is tailored and suited to you. So everything from clear brackets to metal brackets, gold brackets to Invisalign. What our patients love about coming to Bailey Orthodontics is just the genuineness that you get when you get here, and that truly everyone here cares for you.
We love to be on the cusp of technology. We like to offer the services that help our patients achieve the smile that they want in a faster time. One thing that's important in orthodontics, I feel, is to be a board-certified orthodontist. To keep up to date, to provide my patients with the technology, the information, and anything that can help them achieve the smile that they want.
(49-34), Dysart Demons leading. 35:59 on the clock in the 4th quarter. Dysart Demons get started up. Number 18 on the Yuma Criminals, Isaac Torres with the amazing run.
He's tackled at the 20-yard line. Still a long way to go on this 4th and forever for the Criminals. Clock stopped now at 3:30 here in this 4th quarter of play.
Seems to be some substitutions for the Yuma Criminals.
And another penalty on Yuma, going to move them all the way back now to the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 35. And it looks like Yuma will try and punt this away. Their punter is right inside of the end zone. Yuma now down to 1 timeout. Dysart has 1 timeout. And this punt goes out of bounds. Dysart will have the ball with 3:22 to go in this game. And we'll see now if they're able to just run it out. See if Yuma decides to burn their final timeout during this possession. It looked like we could have possibly be heading to a overtime with how close this game was getting, but Dysart able to get the ball on a Yuma mistake and able to get that touchdown, and now with a 15-point lead, and 3:22 remaining. Things are looking up for the Dysart Demons here on homecoming. They will go to the backup quarterback. That is sophomore Josiah LaBarn. Last second sub for Dysart. Oscar Trujillo quickly runs out onto the field. And a penalty is called against Dysart. Now also heading towards the sideline, calling it a day, it'll be Avion Bailey. Checking in for him will be Caleb Groom, the wide receiver to the near side. Just got elevated from the JV squad. Handed off to the tailback who breaks midfield, still on his feet, and now taken down around the 48-yard line. He stayed in bounds, so the clock should continue to move, but right now it's stopped at 3:10. Wait and see if we're supposed to run this clock or not. And it looks like a timeout was called with 3:10 to go. We'll take one with them. Be back right after this. Three 10 to go in this ball game. Dysart leads Yuma 49-34. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. We got a final score update for you. Valley Vista shuts out Willow Canyon. Final score tonight 44-0. Valley Vista comes out victorious. On 2nd and 11. Moving the pile forward inside the 45-yard line. That's where they'll whistle it dead. Shadow Ridge and O'Connor still 21-12. That game in the second half. And I believe another timeout was used with 2:57 to go. We'll take one with them. Be back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
3rd down and 6. This is the game for the Dysart defense. They can get a first down here. This game is over. If not, they could technically go for it on 4th. Otherwise, you're giving the ball back to Yuma. Handoff was to Tevon Manley. I think just got back to the line of scrimmage. May have gained a yard, but it keeps the clock moving, and it brings up a 4th down and 5. Under 2.5 minutes to play. Looks like Dysart's going to go for it. Josiah LaBarn out of the gun. He'll call for it, gives it to his tailback, pushes forward, trying to push that pile. He is right at that first down marker, but it looks like he'll be stopped just short, and Yuma will get the ball back. 1:57 to go in this 4th quarter of play. Dysart leads by 15, 49-34, but Yuma's going to get a shot at this. They need 2 touchdowns, an extra point, and a 2-point conversion to tie this game and force overtime. Neither team has any more timeouts. They're all out. So it all comes down to this. Nick Amador to work out of the gun for Yuma. Man in motion, runs to the top part of your screen. Amador going to sling it out off the fingertips. Pass intended for Isaac Torres. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Fans have been kind of quiet here in the second half. It's almost like they knew this game was over with. But I'm sure it'll get loud when the clock shows 3 zeros and Dysart can celebrate a homecoming win. Amador out of the gun. Amador feeling the rush, sliding towards the near side, heaves it downfield, and how did his man come back and stop on a dime to make that grab? Unbelievable. 1st down for the Criminals in Dysart territory. 1st and 10 from the 40. And we've got a Demon hurt at the other 40-yard line with 1:45 to go in this contest. You hope it's just cramping. We'll tell you a little bit more once we come back right after this.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
William Stackhouse was the player that was down for Dysart. He was able to get up and walk off the field on his own power. Pass was caught on the near sideline. Clock stopped right now with 1:40 to go. Criminals trail by 15 in the final minutes of this game. Amador steps up into the pocket. He can hurt you with his legs, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 20. He likes to run, and he knows how to run. He knows that he needs to slide at times. He is on top of what he needs to be doing. And it looks like there's a penalty on the play. They're going to move it back. It'll be 2nd down at the 43-yard line. They'll work out of the gun. Going to throw it right down the seam. Pass is caught inside the 30. And taken down around the 27-yard line is where the play was whistled dead. First and 10 for the Criminals. Clock is moving. Amador looking, heaves it up down the middle, and it one hops to the receiver, incomplete. That'll bring up second down and 10, a minute 4 to go in this game. 49-34, Dysart leads by a pair of touchdowns. On second and 10. Amador out of the gun. Receiver up top and one to the near side. Amador two-step drop. Steps into the pocket. Throws it down to his receiver. Pass is caught. Tiptoeing on the sideline and pushed out of bounds near the 5-yard line. That was Isaac Torres on the reception. He gets out of bounds and stops the clock with 54 seconds left in the game. Amador once again to work out of the gun. Got his tailback lined up in the eye. First and goal. Amador looking, surveying the field. Going to throw it towards the back of the end zone, and that goes out of bounds. Intended for David Argomenes. 46 seconds left. Second down and goal. Or second down and 10, excuse me. From the 11.
Second down, 46 seconds.
On second and 10. Looking across the middle of the field, ball was tipped at the line. Falls incomplete. Third and 10 now for the Criminals. Ball's at the 11-yard line. Both teams all out of timeouts. Yuma needs a quick score here, an onside kick, and they've got to get down the field fast for another score if they want to force overtime or win this game outright. Second and goal. From the 5. Flush from the pocket, trying to get around the edge. Did he get to the pylon? He did. Rushing touchdown for Nick Amador. And it's now 49-40. Dysart leads by 9. And Yuma will go for 2. Another high-scoring back-and-forth battle for these Dysart Demons. They won last week here, or 2 weeks ago here at home against Greenway, 42-35. They won the game before that against Paradise Honors, 50-48. And they lost their regular season home opener to River Valley, 41-32. So Dysart, accustomed to playing close games here at home this season. Amador out of the gun is going to give it to his tailback, who walks right up the middle and is in for 2. 49-42. It is a 7-point contest with 32 seconds left in the game. Again, neither team has any timeouts, so if Yuma wants a chance at forcing overtime or winning the game outright, they are going to need an onside kick here, and they are going to need to work the sidelines to give themselves a shot, but they don't have a lot of time to work with. Teams are lining up. As long as Dysart can receive this onside kick, they could take a knee and this game will be over. They added a little over a second onto the clock as there's now 33.1 seconds left in the game. Teeing it up at the 40. And dribbler to the far side of the field. It's fallen on at about the 46-yard line, and that will do it. Tevin Manley is able to fall on it, and that will seal the win for the Dysart Demons. With the victory, Dysart will improve to 4-2 on the year, 2-0 in the 3A Metro West standings, in a tie with ALA West Foothills. With the loss, Yuma High will drop to 1-5 overall, 1-1 in 3A Metro West play. Yuma, after tonight, returns home to host first place ALA West Foothills next week, while Dysart will hit the road for 3 straight. They'll actually head down to Yuma to face the Kofa Kings. Final play of the game is now the clock will just slowly tick down. The one thing that'll be on all the minds of all Dysart fans this week is the health of their star tailback, Javon Christmas. And we hope that all will be okay with that young man, as Dysart will need him to be at his best if they want to compete for a title this year. There's the horn. Final score tonight, Dysart 49, Yuma 42. Like to thank our entire DSP Live crew for all their great work here this evening. For my partner Zion Green, I'm Derek Diesner saying so long from Dysart High School. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.